Thank you. Ground on 121.995 for building 2D3. Goodbye.
Okay, pre-flight checklist. Engine master switches off and off, engine mode selector normal, weather radar off, predicted wind shear off, GCS set to auto, landing gear lever down, wipers off and off, battery 1 and 2 above 25.5 volts, battery 1 on, battery 2 on, external power available on. Let's leave our bird to power up. Okay, our bird is ready. Lisa, prepare the cabin for boarding, please. Pre-flight checklist continue. Cockpit lights as required. ABU fire test.
Okay, Captain. Preparing the cabin for boarding. Dear passengers,
Check.
welcome aboard Aegean's Flight 680, departing from Olbia to Athens. We are currently preparing the cabin for boarding. Thank you for your patience.
Become recall. Normal. Check the cabin crew oxygen in green checked. Become hydraulics checked. Become engine oil quantity checked. Okay, Lisa, you can start boarding now.
Dear passengers, we are now beginning the boarding process for Aegean's Flight 680, departing from Olbia to Athens. Please have your boarding passes ready and proceed to the gate. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.
Okay, pre-flight checklist continue. Spoilers disarmed and retracted. Flaps levers retracted. Parking brake on. Accumulator and brakes pressure checked. Cockpit preparation checklist. Crew supply on. Ground control on. CVR test checked. Evacuation captain and pair switch set to captains. Adirs 1 on nav. 3 nav. 2 nav. Strobe lights auto. Nav and logo lights on. Wing lights on. No smoking signs auto. Emergency exit lights on. Cabin pressure lighting elevation auto checked. Probe window heat auto checked. Air conditioning as required. Engine 1 fire test. Checked. Engine 2 fire test. Checked. ISIS panels set QNH set, anti-skid on. Okay, let's prepare our flight plan. Okay, MCDU setup. Navigation database active and valid. Initializing flight 687. Final cruising altitude flight level 370. Lateral departure. Olbia Tower, Aegean 687, do you copy?
Aegean 687, Olbia Tower, read you loud and clear.
Olbia Tower, Aegean 687, ready to copy IFR to Athens, Eleftherios Venizelos, requesting IFR clearance.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Standing by.
Aegean 687, information is current. Cleared to Athens, Venizelos via the A10-8 Quebec departure runway 23. Initial climb to 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.905, squawk 4147.
Aegean 687 requesting departure from runway 5 via the Athens 7 kilo departure.
Aegean 687, runway 05, Atmo 7 kilo departure approved. Winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Clear via the Athens 7 kilo departure, departing runway 05, initial climb to 5,000 feet, departing frequency 125.95, squawk 4147, Aegean 687.
Aegean 687, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.905.
Ground on 121.905, Aegean 687. Okay, let's prepare our flight plan now. We got the clearance. Runway 05, we are the net 7 kilo.
Stelios, boarding has started, and the first passengers are aboard the plane.
Thank you, Lisa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Aegean's flight.
Okay, plan to
687,
arrive
departing from Olbia to Athens. We kindly ask you to take your
with
seats
an
according to your
ILS.
boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please feel free to contact our crew. Thank you for choosing Aegeans, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
ILS Zulu to 1 right. Let me check my flight charts. Okay, we'll use an ILS Zulu to 1 right approach. Via the Neme 1 Romeo arrival via Karistos. Alright, flight plan's ready. Aircraft loaded. Takeoff performance calculation. Runway 05, flaps 1F, center and CTU.
Olbia Tower, hello, Edelweiss 387 request I for clearance to Zurich. We are requesting clearance to Zurich, Edelweiss 387.
Weather at arrival.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Precision altitude. According to my charts, 482 feet. Flight plans ready. Cockpit preparation continue. Fuel pumps on. Seatbelt signs on. Radio control panel as required. Annunciator lights test. Ecam. Doors checked. Cockpit door locked. APS panel and MCP. Initial climb altitude 5,000 feet set. Oxygen mask test. Checked. APU master switch on. And started. Okay, ABU available. Before start checklist, external power off. ABU blade on. Beacon lights on. Transponder set to 4147 and auto. Parking brake set. Brian, can you please brief me for departure? We're ready to go.
Sure, Stelios, we'll be departing from runway 23. We'll be flying the A10-8 Quebec departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 5,000 feet. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4147, and departure frequency will be 125.905. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Yes, Brian, we're ready to go. Just you made a mistake. We're cleared for departure from runway 05 via the Athens 7 kilo departure. Olbia ground at GN687 requesting permission for push and start.
A GN687 push and start approved. Face northeast.
Push and start approved facing northeast at GN687. Ground crew, good morning. This is the flight deck of a GN687. We're ready for pushback, gate 102.
Ground to flight deck. Tug is standing by. Release parking brake for pushback from gate 102.
Parking brake released, ready for pushback.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
You can start the pushback.
Commencing pushback from gate 102. Please monitor brakes and steering. Ground to flight deck. Commencing pushback from gate 102. Please monitor brakes and steering.
Roger.
Ground to flight deck. Cleared for engine starting sequence.
Clear for engine start. Starting engine number 2. Engine mode selector.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard
Ignition.
Athens Flight 687,
Starting
departing
engine
from
2.
Olbia to Athens. My name is Lisa, and I am your lead flight attendant today. We also have Captain Stelios and First Officer Brian in the cockpit. Joining me in the cabin are my fellow crew members, Sarah, Michael, and Jessica. We are delighted to have you with us today. The estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour and 46 minutes. Before we take off, I would like to take a moment to go over some important safety information. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the mantle level. Pull the mask towards you and start to flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For water landing, life vests are located under your seat. If you pull the vest out, place it over your head, and pull the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tab or by blowing into the tube. In the unlikely event of evacuation, please leave all luggage on board and proceed to the nearest exit. We have 2
Engine
emergency
2 available,
exits located
starting
at the
engine
front
1.
of the cabin and 2 at the rear. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you. Thank you for your attention, and we wish you a pleasant flight. Stelios, the cabin is ready for departure.
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome, Captain. Everything is going smoothly.
Ground to flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Parking brake set. Ground crew, both engines are available. You can disconnect the tag now. Thanks for your services. Good day. After start checklist, engine mode selector, normal, ABU bleed, off, ABU master switch, off, anti-ice not required, spoilers armed, flaps 1 set to take off, rudder trim reset, pitch trim,
Ground to flight deck, bypass pin removed. We've disconnected and crew is clear. You're good to go. Safe flight. See you next time.
see you, bye. Pitch trim set. After start checklist completed.
Olbia ground is Papa Hotel Lima Golf Delta with you. Requesting clearance to Lima Mike Lima Asphalt.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Okay.
Clear to Lima Mike Lima Flight Suku 6 kilo departure runway 05. And you climb to 3000
Taxi
feet.
checklist,
Nose
nose lights, set to taxi,
Thank you.
runway turn off lights,
go
on, wing lights, on,
Okay, ground, please say the active runway for Lufthansa 321.
chrono, set run, parking brake on. Olbia ground, IGN 687, requesting taxi IFR runway 05.
Aegean 687, taxi to runway 05 via Quebec, Lima, Golf, Alpha. Contact tower on 118.975 when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 05 via Golf, Lima, Quebec, Alpha, tower on 118.975 on departure. Aegean 687, good day. These are ready for taxi. Cabin crew advised.
Captain, we are currently pushing back from the gate and will be taxiing shortly.
Parking brake released.
Swiss 5UG.
Swiss 5UJ, Olbia, Costa, Smeralda Tower, roger, contact, Costa, Smeralda, departure on 125.95, safe flight to Olbia.
Swiss 5UG. We just arrived at the parking. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Swiss 5UG, I just arrived to parking. Thank you for the flight and see you tomorrow.
Brake set. Before takeoff checklist.
Request for clearance to Nisi with information uniform. I'm working on that clearance. Stand by. Information uniform is current clear to Nisi via the OPVHQ departure Dana's file. Departure runway 23, initial climb to 4000. Squawk 1442, US North 414 Sierra Bravo.
Checked. Predictive wind shear. On. Auto brake. Set to maximum. Takeoff configuration normal. Terminal ND on. Weather radar on. Transponder on. TCAS TARA packs on. Strobe lights on. Landing lights on. Nose lights set to take off before takeoff checklist completed. Olbia Tower, Aegean 687, holding short of runway 05, ready for takeoff.
Aegean 687, Olbia Tower, runway 05, winds calm, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 05, Aegean 687. Okay. Parking brake released. Brian, take over communications, please.
I've got the comms, Stelios.
Cabin crew is for takeoff.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Tower, good afternoon, Juliet Successor 071 Juliet Hotel. Requesting IFR clearance as filed to Fertilia Airport.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Clear to Hello via the MiG 68 departure, then as filed, departure runway 05, initial climb to 4000, departure on 125.95, squawk 5636, Cessna 071 Juliet Hotel.
Lufthansa 574, contact departure on 125.905.
Okay, we'll do a rolling takeoff. Engine stabilized, thrust levers flex, man flex 70, SRS runway auto thrust loop. Thrust set. Knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Aegean 687, contact departure on 125.905.
Switching to departure on 125.905. Aegean 687.
Thrust levers climb. Autopilot 1 engaged.
Rome radar, Aegean 687. Morning, climbing past 1000.
Aegean 687, Rome radar identified. Climb via the SID.
Flaps retracted. After takeoff checklist. Landing gear lever up. Autopilot 1 engaged. Thrust levers climb.
687.
Packs on. Anti-ice not required. Climb checklist. Flaps above us retracted. Spoilers disarmed. Runway turn off lights off. Nose lights
Aegean 687, contact Rome radar on 119.2.
off.
Switching to Rome radar on 119.2. Aegean 687.
Transition altitude not reached yet.
687 morning, climbing through 3,000 for flight level 100.
Aegean 687, Rome radar identified. Good morning, QNH 1013.
Brian, what's our climb altitude instruction?
Stelios, I'm only handling the comms. I can't assist with climb values.
Okay, it's 300. I'm not mistaken. Transition altitude, QNH set to standard. Athens Center, Aegean 687, requesting flight level 250.
Aegean 687, descend, flight level 250.
Flight level 250, Aegean 687. Athens Center, Aegean 687, requesting flight level 150.
Aegean 687, descend flight level 150.
Descend flight level 150, Aegean 687.
contact Macedonia on 129er decimal 67 and 5.
Switching to 129er decimal 675, Aegean 687. Macedonia Center, Aegean 687, at flight level 150 with you. Macedonia Center, do you copy? Macedonia Center, Aegean 687 with you, do you copy? Feet checklist, landing lights on, seatbelt signs on, edge control panel, MS on, aerodynamic on, this GPS accuracy, high. Transition level, grenade set. Athens approach, do you copy?
Aegean 687, I read you loud and clear. Check your radio settings and volume.
Alright, I can hear you now. Aegean 680 is requesting ILS Zulu approach to runway 21 right.
Aegean 687, runway 1 right is not available. Expect the ILS approach for runway 3 right at LGAV.
Approach, we have a medical situation, an emergency medical situation on board, so we need to land at runway 21 right.
Aegean 687, runway 21 right is available for your emergency landing. You are cleared for the ILS approach to runway 21 right. Descend altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, Aegean 687.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Athens. Please return to your seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. Thank you for your cooperation.
Flaps 1.
Aegean 687, contact Venizelos Tower on 118.625.
On 118.625, Aegean 687. Venizelos Tower, Aegean 687, inbound for ILS Zulu, runway 21 right approach.
Aegean 687, Venizelos Tower, winds 045 at 13. Runway 21 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 21 right, Aegean 687. Localizer established. Flaps 2. Approach arm. Autopilot 2 engaged. Glide slope capture. gear down. Flaps 3. Spoilers armed. Runway turn off, lights on. Nose lights set to take off. Flaps full. Checklist completed. Cabin crew switch for landing.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Brian, take over communications, please.
Roger that, Stelios. You're in control of the comms. Alright, Stelios. I've got the comms.
100 above.
Autopilot disengaged.
Minimum.
Continue.
100.
Birds.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Idle.
Retard.
Reverse. Reverse green diesel. Side. Ground spoilers disarmed, flaps retracted. After landing checklist, spoilers disarmed and retracted. Landing lights off, strobe lights off. Nose lights.
Switching to ground on 121.755. Aegean 687.
Off. Wind shear. Off. Flaps retracted. TCAS. Above and standby. There's control panel. LS. Off. APU master switch on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Athens Eleftherios Venizelos International Airport. The local time is 11:44 a.m. Thank you for flying with Aegeans on flight 687. We hope you enjoyed your journey with us. Did you know that Athens is home to the Acropolis, one of the most famous ancient monuments?
Eleftherios Venizelos ground, Aegean 687 requesting progressive taxi instruction to the gate.
Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Stelios, First Officer Brian, and the entire crew, we wish you a wonderful stay in Athens.
Aegean 687, taxi to B67 via Alpha 5, Alpha Kilo, Charlie, Yankee 2. Turning on taxi path for you. Have a great day.
Taxi to Bravo 67 via Alpha 5, Alpha Kilo, Charlie, Yankee 2, Aegean 687.
Request for IFR roll, Transavia 3521.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Taxi request for runway 21 left, Transavia 3521.
Athens ground, good morning, Speedbird 115, ready for pushback and engine start. We have information Bravo.
Speedbird 115, Venizelos ground, pushback and engine start approved, face southwest.
Pushback and engine start approved, face southwest, Speedbird 115.
Parking brake set. Parking checklist. Parking brake set. Chrono. Stop. Become wheel temperature checked. Brake fan not required. Runway turn off lights off. Nose lights off. APU bleed on. Engine 1 off. Engine 2 off. Beacon lights off. Seatbelt lights off. Fuel pumps off. Transponder and standby. External power on. APU bleed off. APU master switch off.
Copy ground, Swiss 1106, good morning.
We can start deboarding now.
Swiss 106, push and start approved. Face southeast.
Push and start approved, face southeast, Swiss 1106.
Dear passengers, we have reached our final parking position. Captain Stelios and the cabin crew are now saying goodbye. We wish you a nice stay here in Athens, or safe ongoing travel.
Okay, everyone has deboarded the plane. Lisa secured the cabin and we are going to leave the plane. Securing the aircraft checklist, crew supply off, Adirs 1 off, 2
Okay,
off,
Captain, securing the
off.
cabin now.
Nav and logo lights off, wing lights off, no smoking signs off, emergency exit lights
Ground,
off.
this is Speedbird Victor Bravo. We
External
have
power
landed. We request
off.
a stand, please.
All aircraft information kilo is now current. QNH
Battery 1 and 2 off.
Do you have a follow me car? We're not unfamiliar with this runways, and if it's possible to have a follow me car. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. We're very tired passengers. Much appreciated.
Thanks for flying with us.